Did you know that your blood sugar could be high even if you don't feel any symptoms? And what if I told you that a simple test could give you a clearer picture of your health than your daily blood sugar readings ever could? Curious? Well, in today's video, we're going to break down A1C levels, what they mean, why this test is a game changer when it comes to managing diabetes, and the specific steps you can take to bring your numbers down starting today. I'll also share which supplements actually have science behind them and which ones are just hype. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand your A1C better than most people who've had diabetes for years. Let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is A1C? The A1C test, sometimes called hemoglobin A1C or HbA1c, measures your average blood sugar level over the past 2 to 3 months. This is different from a regular blood sugar test that only shows your levels at one specific moment. Think of it this way: a regular glucose test is like taking a photo. It shows you one moment in time. But an A1C test? That's more like a video. It captures the full story of what your blood sugar has been doing day after day, week after week. Why is this so important? Well, it gives you a much better understanding of how your body is handling sugar over time, something we often don't think about. But here's the catch. Many people don't even know what their A1C level is. In fact, 1 in 4 people with diabetes don't even realize they have it. That's a scary number. That's why checking your A1C is crucial. It can help you spot problems before they get worse and before the damage starts. Now, let's talk about what the numbers actually mean. A normal A1C level is below 5.7%. That means your blood sugar has been in a healthy range over the past few months. If your A1C is between 5.7% and 6.4%, you're considered pre-diabetic. This is your body waving a yellow flag. It's saying, hey, something's not right, but you still have time to fix it. And if your A1C is 6.5% or higher, that's a sign you have diabetes. Simple enough, right? But here's the kicker. Just because your numbers are normal doesn't mean everything's fine. Your A1C could still be creeping up without showing symptoms. I've heard from so many of you who said they felt perfectly fine and then got their blood work back and were shocked. Let me put it in real numbers. An A1C of 6% means your average blood sugar is around 126 milligrams per deciliter. At 7%, that jumps to about 154. And at 8%, you're looking at an average of 183. Every percentage point matters. That's why it's so important to track it regularly. Now, if you're finding this helpful so far, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button. We break down one health topic every week in plain, simple language. No confusing medical jargon. And drop your latest A1C number in the comments. I'd love to know where you are on your journey. All right, let's keep going. So why does A1C matter so much? High A1C levels can lead to serious health problems. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because knowledge is power. If left untreated, diabetes can cause nerve damage, that tingling or numbness in your feet and hands. It can cause kidney issues that slowly get worse over the years. It can damage your eyes, leading to a condition called diabetic retinopathy that can affect your vision. And it significantly increases your risk of heart disease and stroke. Let me share a real example. Imagine someone with an A1C of 6.8%. They feel fine, no pain, no obvious symptoms. But over time, that elevated blood sugar is quietly damaging their blood vessels and nerves. 2 years later, they start feeling tingling in their feet. 5 years later, their doctor tells them their kidneys aren't working as well as they should. That's how diabetes works. It's silent until it's not. But here's the good news. Managing your A1C can help prevent these complications. Studies show that even a 1% drop in A1C can reduce your risk of eye, kidney, and nerve damage by up to 40%. 40%. And it can lower your risk of heart disease by up to 25%. It's like a mini health reset button for your body. Every decimal point you bring down is a win. Now, here's the part most people get wrong about A1C. They think it's all about food. I ate too much sugar, my A1C went up. And yes, diet plays a huge role, but it's not the whole picture. Things like stress, lack of sleep, and even certain medications can affect your levels. Let's break this down one by one. First, diet. Processed foods, sugary drinks, white bread, and refined carbs are the biggest offenders. They spike your blood sugar fast and keep it elevated. Second, stress. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that actually raises blood sugar. So even if you're eating perfectly, chronic stress can keep your A1C high. Third, sleep. Poor sleep messes with your insulin sensitivity. Studies show that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night have a significantly higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Fourth, physical inactivity. Your muscles are one of the biggest consumers of blood sugar. When you don't move, that sugar stays in your bloodstream. And fifth, genetics. Some people are simply more predisposed to higher A1C levels. That doesn't mean you can't control it. It just means you might have to work a little harder. It's not just about one thing, but about how all these factors play together. All right, so how can you lower your A1C and keep it under control? There's no magic pill, but there are simple, proven steps that can make a big difference. Number 1, eat smarter, not less. Focus on whole grains, leafy greens, and lean proteins, foods that help regulate blood sugar without spiking it. Swap white rice for brown rice. Choose sweet potatoes over regular potatoes. Add more fiber. It slows down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream. A simple rule: fill half your plate with vegetables at every meal. Number 2, move your body. Regular exercise plays a huge role. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days. Even a brisk walk counts. Exercise helps your body use insulin more effectively, lowering blood sugar levels naturally. The best part? The benefits start almost immediately. A single 30-minute walk can lower your blood sugar for up to 24 hours. Number 3, manage your stress. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises can help keep your stress levels and your A1C under control. Even 10 minutes a day of deep breathing can make a measurable difference. A little relaxation can go a long way for your health. Number 4, prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours a night. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. Your blood sugar will thank you. Number 5, stay hydrated. Drinking enough water helps your kidneys flush out excess sugar through urine. It sounds simple, but many people with elevated A1C are chronically dehydrated. These aren't complicated steps. They're small daily habits that compound over time into real results. By the way, if you know someone who's been struggling with their blood sugar, share this video with them. Sometimes one video can change how someone sees their health. All right, now let's get into something a lot of you have been asking about: supplements. Now, let's talk about something many of you have been requesting: supplements. There are several natural supplements that research suggests can help support healthy blood sugar levels. But I want to be very clear: not all supplements are created equal, and none of them replace a healthy lifestyle. Let's go through the top ones backed by science. First, berberine. This is one of the most studied natural compounds for blood sugar. Multiple clinical studies have shown that berberine can lower A1C by 0.5% to 1% over 3 months. It works by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing sugar production in the liver. The typical studied dose is 500 milligrams, taken 2 to 3 times a day with meals. Second, cinnamon. Specifically, Ceylon cinnamon. not the common cassia cinnamon you find in most grocery stores. Studies suggest that 1 to 6 grams of cinnamon daily can improve fasting blood sugar and A1C levels. The effect is modest, but it's real, and it's an easy one to add to your routine. Third, Alpha-Lipoic Acid. This is a powerful antioxidant that helps your cells use glucose more efficiently. Research has shown it can reduce A1C and also helps with diabetic nerve pain, that tingling and numbness many of you deal with. The commonly studied dose is 600 milligrams per day. Fourth, chromium. This mineral plays a direct role in insulin function. Studies have found that chromium picolinate supplementation can improve A1C in people with type 2 diabetes. Doses in studies typically range from 200 to 1,000 micrograms per day. And fifth, magnesium. Many people with diabetes are magnesium deficient, and low magnesium is linked to worse blood sugar control. Supplementing with 250 to 350 milligrams of magnesium daily has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. Now, a very important disclaimer. I am not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. Before you start any supplement, please consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you're already on medication for diabetes. Some supplements can interact with prescription drugs. The right supplement for you depends on your specific health needs, your current medications, and your A1C goals. If you want me to do a deep dive review on any of these supplements, let me know in the comments and I'll make a dedicated video on it. So, when should you get your A1C tested? The general recommendation is to get it checked at least twice a year if you have diabetes or prediabetes. But here's what I recommend. If your A1C is above 7%, or if you've recently changed your diet, exercise routine, or medication, get tested every 3 months. That way, you can see if what you're doing is actually working. Think of it like stepping on a scale when you're trying to lose weight. You need that feedback loop to stay on track. And here's a pro tip. Many pharmacies now offer A1C home test kits that you can do yourself. They're not a replacement for lab work, but they can give you a quick check between doctor's visits. Your doctor can help you determine exactly how often you need to be tested based on your health status and goals. But the bottom line is, don't skip it. Keep tabs on your A1C for the best long-term health outcomes. So, there you have it. Understanding your A1C levels is one of the most important things you can do for your health, especially as you get older. Remember, small changes compound into big results. A better meal here, a short walk there, the right supplement, it all adds up. If you learned something new today, hit that like button. It really helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We post new videos every week breaking down the truth about supplements, blood sugar, and how to take control of your health. I'll leave a link to our video on the top 10 pre-diabetes warning signs right here. If you haven't seen it, you need to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.